Right, I'm going to try and fit in a game of blitz this time. 21-23, good luck. Let's play a Sicilian. Okay. Just develop. Giving him a bit of a target here, to be fair, but let's play knight up. Doesn't matter which one we take there. We can go with knight here. No, I'll take the bishop. But pin the knight here. Otherwise, with the other line, if I took the knight, he had knight back. I'm just going to trade here when I need to. Castle. Okay, so he wants to launch everything, but I'm still going to castle this side. Now I'll trade and pawn up, I guess. I can't really stop this, so I'll take one. What's he going to do? So he wants this, so do I go silly here? H4, I think I will actually. H5, sorry. Couldn't stop that. Now I've got queen up, right? He loses a pawn, but it gets rid of the queen, or I could just plant the knight. Actually, I think I'm going to plant the knight. Let's plant the knight first. I'm just going to look to develop the queen, but it does create a nasty threat if we get that. We shouldn't get that, but it creates a threat. So here, down, we cover it, right? Let's just develop. If the knight wasn't there, it creates that nasty threat, like I say. So here, up, or bishop up, knight back. F6, don't like. Let's play queen up. I mean, maybe I have to trade and give up a piece here. Oh, it's a new account. No wonder it's a struggle. It's a relatively new account. No wonder this game is a tad bit challenging. Okay. I'm going to threaten to take here. Okay, he just takes. No wonder I'm finding this difficult. It's a relatively new account. I might have to just sack here now. Okay, let's come back. Threaten to take and actually hit the bishop now. Just take here, I guess. Can't take there. Check threat doesn't do a lot now. Oh, but now I can take then. So take, check up. Yeah, I think we just take here. If he takes either way, we can take the bishop. Check, I have to step up. There's not really any other move to even consider. And if the queen wanders off, there's a knight check threat. If the queen wanders off, I don't think will. So he takes. Ooh, that was a nice move. So he's gained the pawn, but he's going to gain this one as well. But if he takes here now again, I've still got knight check, haven't I? So he has to trade or it's a smothered mate. So that's the issue. Can I guard here? So across. Make sure they're all connected. Threaten checkmate. Okay, so check. Takes, check, up, check. Down, and he's fine, isn't he? Here, he just checks. No good. So let's play rook up and king up. I'm trying to go here, but just trying to figure out how we do it. That's where I want to be. Queen there. Actually, let's play queen back. Guard the pawn. Now I do threaten bishop up with a mate threat. And the king can't run away because of the rook. Queen down, no good. Ah, here. Takes, I still check, and that wins the game, actually. If he takes, that's a nice tactic. So he has to take, we just win the queen. I mean, it's not technically over, but it should be. But that was a pretty decent game, wasn't it? In the end, it turned out not too bad. Let's see what it was in engine speak. Okay, so they're the move times for both players. Their opponent playing it crazy fast out of the opening there. Let's just see what it was in engine language, but it was a nice way to finish a game at our level, that. I must have been worse early on, I must have been, I would imagine, but let's see where we messed up then. Yeah. I thought it was minus 4.4, just getting completely outplayed right up to move 21 with a little blip on move 15. He's played this perfectly, but he's played the moves essentially all instantly as well without even thinking. To be fair, it's a relatively structured plan, at least, if you look at it that way, if I'm being diplomatic. So here I should not have taken the pawn. I should have played the knight forward immediately instead of taking first. So knight in is a blunder, and I'm supposed to push the pawn immediately here. It's a little bit scary with a potential check, but that was the right move. So that was a blunder. Well, apparently you can just push the pawn immediately. It must be if knight takes, then bishop down. So that's why I've blundered there. And then I've got the queen out the way. And I should have just taken this pawn and walked into the firing line and allowing some sort of discovery. And that was best as well. Wow, that's really odd, isn't it? That's... that needs a bit of good calculation. So that was a blunder as well, allowing takes here. So 2 pieces for the rook, excuse me. Then we get an exchange, so we're just a clean piece up. At least we managed to end the game with pretty nice style here. It's 5.2 better. On here, though, I'm supposed to actually play bishop up here to hit the rook instead of going here. Maybe you just have to deflect the rook off the file first. So it's only 4.4 here. But it was still nicely played, but it's only 3.4. So maybe you get your rook behind the pawn and argue that you can defend it. Probably rook f3 actually. Then you just keep everything solid. But you've got to try and still not let this pawn run. So what is the line here? Oh, rook f7 check is the main move. King h6. Oh, it's updating, isn't it, as you just let it think a bit. Yeah, rook f3. Rook f3 to guard the pawn. That's the move here. It's actually plus 4.4, so we should win, subject to the clock. But rook f3, I mean, we can check and we can take this pawn and run this pawn. It's just a case of what happens here. But at our level then, turned out not too bad a game. 84% versus 76% for the accuracy.